quick video. Gotta let you guys know something. You see this octopus on the side here? Look at him real close. It's called a tangler. You know, sometimes we gotta have a lot of tentacles. You also gotta have a little thick skin, gotta have a little ink to kind of make it escape. You know, on this Holy Sabbath day, you know, sometimes the water can get kind of muddied and kind of not clear. So you gotta kind of say, well, what am I seeing? What is this? What am I talking about? All these riddles and stuff? I'm talking about people, personalities, people, friends, families, acquaintances. There comes a time where you got to make some distinctions and have to cut several ties with some people and keep others. Because you know what it is? There are a lot of people who are users, abusers, parasites, will be parasites, prejudice, bias, good, kind, nice, loving, wicked, good, bad. Hey, I like God's way. Either hot or cold. If you're not, he'll spit you out. So if you're going to be a Laodicean, keep it to yourself. Don't come to me. Don't tell me nothing. If you're going to be hot for God, I'm your friend. If you're going to be the enemy, I'm your enemy for God. Okay? You got to be on God's side or nothing. Just sorry, keeping it real. So when people say, I'm here for you, I am do for you, I'll kindly care for you and stuff, and I'll make sure you're okay and stuff, but they don't want to put some skin in the game, right? Where it's like, you know, where it's like, hey, you're hungry, you have bills, balances, you have things you need to do, and you need to consolidate. You ever had that? You need to consolidate, and they tell you, go to credit counselors. Seriously? Or you may have someone say, listen, I need to pay off these bills. I need to have an investment property. I want something I want to do. I want to do a little big project or something. And people say, how you doing, man? Yeah. Take care. Yeah. Or people say, see, I talk to people. I pay for it, right? Or people say, go and be well fed. Jesus knew what he's talking about. Hey, I need some food. Can you give me a fish? Nah, I'll give you a stone instead. Hey, I'm hungry. Can you give me some food? Nah, I'll give you a serpent instead. It's like the one person ran from the lion and the bear and put their hands against the wall and the serpent bit them. I wonder if he meant about those in his own household. When he was crying, when he was on the Via Dolorosa and the women are weeping for him, he said, don't cry for me, but weep for yourselves and your children. What did he mean by that? When the people asked, when they asked, who should they get, Jesus or Barabbas? And people said, Barabbas. And then he said, the blood be upon us. I wonder what did they know? What did they understand about it? Think about it, right? Do you have people in your life who just like, they're there, but they're not really there? They're just there by, hi, how you doing? But they come in the state or come in the vicinity of your town or visit. They don't say nothing, they don't call you, don't let you know, they sleep under. Hiding under the radar and come back up when they need it. They only call you when they need something or when they want to get something. I'm just curious, right? What do you classify those people as? Those who only come and talk to you or smile at you, hi, text you or video on you when they want something. What do you call them? A lot of different names, but I ain't gonna curse them out. I like how Elijah did to the people. He said, hey, you know, when the Samaritan, you know, is it Samaritan or Samaria, when the army came to attack them, he brought them back and he said, what should you do with them? Kill them? No, I said, feed them. God said, feed your enemies and clothe them. It's like heaping the hot coals in their head. What did he mean by that? Who are my enemies? I mean, he answered the question about who's my neighbor when asked about a good Samaritan and other good deeds. What is an enemy and what is a neighbor? There needs to be a distinction. What about in the church? Is it the church that is made up of bricks and mortar and stone and wood and things? Or is it the one about the spiritual church in heaven? Look how beautiful the clouds are. So beautiful around here. Man, Florida's awesome. Which church? What church? Is this spirit? If God is the cornerstone, and he's flesh and blood, as we touched, but he's also spirit, and we're the vessels for his work and handicraft. What did he mean by that? Eat my flesh and drink my blood, and you shall have me. She'll have water. What about the Samaritan woman? He said, the water, running waters flow from your belly. Bowels of mercies you shall have, and rich be rich and be more abundant. I'm putting it all together. I'm kind of mumbling it. I'm trying to, I got so much stuff I want to unload and let you know. I'm just letting you know. Don't pretend and be around me and be a faker. Don't be a faker around me. I'll call you out. Don't be a pretender. If you're going to be for God, I'll figure who you are. If you're going to be fake and pretend to be for God, but you're going to be sneaking like a snake in the grass, I'll call you out too. So do for God, be for God, live for God, die for God if you must. But don't be a fake and a pretender. Don't be a wind. Don't be like one of those brute beasts or those clouds without rain, you know, or those people who just ever learn and never come to the truth. Don't be like those who say, Lord, Lord, yeah, yeah, and nay, nay, but they ain't do nothing for God. They're like those who have all this supposed faith, but they get works, they don't know what it is. They don't know left hand from their right hand. I mean, the people of Nineveh was a little better. They saw what they did and they repented. Saul turned into Paul after he found out what he did. There are many people right now in the churches and around the world who says, they know God, I know God. And Jesus tell them, because you say we see, therefore your sin remains. Is it better to be blind physically, spiritually, than to see. I mean, the things people see, I wonder, is it better for a blind person? What if you didn't see this? What if you didn't see the face of your supposed friends? We didn't see the face of the people who you interact with on a daily basis. Would life be better for us? Would it be better if you didn't see any smiles with any daggers hidden behind? Would it be better if we didn't see or didn't hear? What if we were deaf? If we couldn't hear what people were saying about us and talking about us? Would that have been better? What if we didn't have our 5 senses to work? Remember that other girl, I think it was, who was it? Helen Keller, who had a girl who was, I think, blind, deaf, mute, dumb. I think she had a lot of different things. Her senses weren't working. But she taught her to read, write, and do all that good stuff. Man, God's amazing, right? But what if we didn't have all those faculties available and we couldn't see and hear the things? That's why all this Vegas, all the people talking about how there's like people at school face, bad face, W face, all kind of stuff face, where they smile with you, but their heart not with you. What about those who said, I like what Proverbs said, God says, he says, when you sit before a ruler or friends or family, or people who supposedly have an upper hand, supposedly those essential workers, if you sit before a ruler or a person and you're a person given to appetite, I mean, I think it's physical food for belly-wise, but it's also appetite of other spiritual applications. He said, put a knife to your throat. Not saying go stab yourself. No, that's what he's saying. Put a knife to your throat if you're a person given to appetite. How did Eve fall in the Garden of Eden? Appetite. Adam, appetite. David, appetite. Samson, appetite. Which appetite? You know. Be careful what food is presented in front of you and what you eat. Be careful who you eat from, who you eat with, who you sit and talk to. Be careful. Be very careful. You need to know your enemies very well. You need to know them very well. Harmless as dove, wise as serpents. Serpents and snakes must survive too. So does a dove. What did God mean? Harmless as dove, wise as serpents. Many snakes in the grass right now. Many serpents running around the place. I mean, grass is one thing, but there's also the grass of the heart, and grass of the mind, grass of the whole psyche. No, I ain't crazy. I know what I'm talking about. Okay? I know what I'm talking about. I know what God's talking about. World's a different story. God bless y'all. We'll talk later. Got to find the snakes. Got to call them out. Got to crush their heads. Not to get Pete upset, but the spiritual serpent snakes. We got to crush their minds. Crush them out. There's war between us. They ain't going to give me no peace here. No. God said it's going to be war. Let it be war over God's word. Here it is. God bless you.